ain't never made yourself look like a pick-me idiot more in my life than you are right now, girl. Good night. Remember, Tim just came on and was like, yeah, I cheated. I cheated a lot. I had my share of, we was just talking.
Hey, hold up. If you rock with the truth, say her name. Hold up. If you rock with the truth, say her name. When she step in the spot, everybody say. When she step in the spot, everybody say. Latte, what? Latte, what? Latte, what? Hands up if you ready for the real. Latte, what? Latte, hands up if you ready for the real.
You a bitch ass lie. You nigga admitted while his wife was sitting next to her. Yeah, I cheat. That's what I do. Basically, that's not what he said, but that's what I got out of the conversation. And then she tried to sit up and say, oh, alleged cheating. It's alleged. And this nigga Tim confirmed. Oh, yeah, I did. It was less than 10 times, but yeah, I did. Oh, my God. Debbie, is this the blessing you talking about in your post? Is your sit next to your husband while he sit up and say he's a serial cheater on national TV for all of us to see? Is that your blessing? Is this the doors that's opening up for you, girl? Good night. This is the best shit that's ever happened to me today.
But he was in his marital home.
No, that was before separation.
Okay. So you did have an affair with him before he was separated?
The context of the videos, no.
So you weren't having an affair then?
No.
Okay. You were just over there being inappropriate?
I was over there, I can say yes, over there being inappropriate. There's 2 videos that were shared in court that were inappropriate.
I haven't seen them, so tell me what they were.
Well, one of the videos that was recorded, I went over there initially because I was going through my own issues in my marriage. Okay.
And you thought you'd take it up with somebody else's husband?
So, no, that's not true. I was there as that we were all close. All of us were close. So no one knew about my issues in my marriage other than my the opposing party and Tim. So they knew that I was going through issues in my marriage. I didn't want to initially go there, but it led me to go there. They were okay with me going. She reached out, said it was okay. So I was there for a week.
What you said, it led me to go in there. What's the
So Tim and his wife, they allowed me to stay at their home for that week.
Okay.
During that week, I'm not a drinker. I'm not an alcoholic. I did drink.
What you say, Brenay? Brenay, what you say? This is the video that they played in court. They played the video in court. Look what you was doing. You laying on somebody else's husband. You should be shamed. You should be shamed. Shout out to Akira, though. I know she was laughing at this show because I don't know what y'all went on here for. This is pure embarrassment at this point. I'm just going to be honest. I don't know if you thought this was going to be like Tamron Hall, but girl, Dr.Phil is Dr. Real. Somebody should have told you.
Else's husband.
I'm a family-oriented type of person.
And you do acknowledge.
Wait, Brenay. How you family-oriented with somebody else's family? You supposed to be family-orientated with your own family, not somebody else's. How you don't like your own family, so you go and steal somebody else's? Is that what you saying?
Problem was, you loved him while he was still somebody else's husband.
Well, not necessarily.
Separated, but somebody else's husband.
I've always had love for Tim, but never romantic feelings for him until we got together.
While he was still married, but separated.
Legally married.
Yeah, but separated.
And legally separated, yes.
Okay, that's your point.
Yes.
You say that was over. They just hadn't filled out the paperwork.
Once you separate from someone and you're not going to sleep with them and you're not in their home with them, I don't see it as
Say what now?
a bad thing. Everybody moved on. My ex, he moved on. He was in a relationship. She moved on. She's in a relationship. Why is it that it's a problem for me to do that?
They did not just move on. They was cheated on and forced on. They had no choice but to move on, especially when the 2 people that cheated on them decided to stay together. What else is left for them to do? I'm confused.
I don't understand that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here's just one example from Nia Perry. Well, let's just say she's not on Team Brenay.
All the people at the courthouse said that Akira won and that Brenay was ordered to pay her $1.5 million in damages. Hell yeah. For all the people that say that Akira had no business filing because it was just cheating, it's just cheating, let it go. No. Akira is setting a standard. You're not going to keep on treating women like nothing and think you're not going to get no type of consequences from it. You're not going to continue treating children like they're disgusting. I'm so happy for Akira. I'm so proud of Akira. I feel so vindicated for Akira. I've been through some of the same stuff that Akira has, and I know so many other women have. Her story is so inspirational.
What do you think about that?
We got steak, Big Mac and cheese, and green beans. Calling me, let's make my wife some dinner.
This seems to be the only thing that Tim can do, because it's free. And that's cook. Somebody else buy the food and he just put it on the heat. Even somebody else is paying the bills for that, baby. He ain't paying no gas, no electricity. So you make somebody else a meal that they paid for.
I've been good for my words to the key of life. Let me tell my soul a sham, but the sea of life. I mean time with the face on my peer side. I be send me either sides, I'ma speak tonight. Lies rushing on my head, his feet like come right away. All they slipping up and tell is one attempt to know it. All I try to my head, but I try to fall bar. That's the moon for bar. It's okay, I'm doing this with the last souls I'm chasing. I getting on my ways in the space I chase.
Y'all seen it just like I did.
Because he's had other girlfriends. Why is she suing him?
Yes, I guess she would say allegedly he cheated on her multiple times and never filed any type of alienation or affection. What is it about me? It was always my question.
So he cheats, serial cheater, so why pick you out of the crowd?
Allegedly, yes.
Yeah. So have you allegedly cheated with other women?
I would say yeah. I was.
She say alleged, Tim say yes. This is a mess. This is definitely a mess. Hit that like button for your girl Latte and definitely in the comment section, baby. Get in the comment section. We got to talk about this.
I wasn't faithful, but I didn't like physically go and do all this other stuff. I didn't do all that. So I guess cheating, yeah, I would say that.
Yeah, so that'd be a yes.
Yes.
So
overall.
Not $2 Tim double down on it. He said yes. I would say definitely a yes.
Would this be more than 10 or less than 20?
Less than 1.
Less than 20?
Less than 10 actually.
Less than 10?
Yes. Yeah. No. I didn't sleep with anyone during the course of me and her marriage.
Look at Brenay's face. Look at Brenay's face. That's what you get. That's exactly what you get when you touch somebody else's ish. This man said about 10. I guess he was being a chef for them.
No. Anyone other than her? No, I didn't.
What did you do with him?
Talk. Yeah. Entertain. Talk.
Just chatted him up?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
You must be a hell of a conversationalist.
I guess.
So you just get these girls and just go out and chat them up?
I mean, it wasn't like, oh, I had a lineup of a bunch of females now. I mean, if it was anybody to, hit me up about whatever, I would just communicate. Nothing crazy though, like no images shared and all that good stuff. Now, like I said, we were separated before. Yeah. Her and we lived in 2 different counties, almost 2 hours apart.
Yeah.
So that time.
But yet you still had the discipline to just chat them up instead of roll them up.
Yeah, I guess.
Why would they do this? Why would Brenasty and $2 Tim go on this man's show like they didn't know? They must have thought this was going to be like the Tamron Hall show. Because ain't no way they don't know who Dr.Phil is. This is embarrassing.
I mean, during that time, I was doing what I wanted to do.
Really? You never...
No. No, sir.
Yeah. You afraid you come in to be upside down? Or something, I mean, where did this discipline come from when you didn't have it with her?
Well, it's two different situations. Now, when it came to her, me and my ex, we were through. There was no recovering. There was no coming back from that.
It's done.
It's done.
Okay, now, you've seen a lot of stuff about you on the internet, right?
Yes, I did.
Because I got a big question about why they're focused on you and not you.
That has always been my question.
Well, I got it too. We'll drill down on that and see what we see.
Okay. So we understand that Brenay has to make the money to pay Akira some type of way. But going on these shows is not looking good in any type of way, because this is still evidence. This is still planting seeds for a flower to grow, baby. Y'all saying this girl name, putting it on display, like people ain't got restraining orders against you, Brenay. So I could understand you going on the TV shows, but what story is it that you're trying to tell? You're sending yourself further to hell, because I don't know if you know this, but the audience know this. We the audience, we are the audience, you know, the outside people looking in. And friend, Dr. Phil exposed you in $2 Tim. Y'all didn't even know that he was mentally flipping both of y'all at the same damn time. I don't believe this. I know Akira and Jordan was at home watching this, laughing, getting nothing but shits and giggles. They said that everybody else got to move on, so what's wrong with them? You cheated. You cheated to be together. I didn't know that people normally get other people's blessings when it comes down to cheating. No. That's not the way any of this goes. But if you made it this far in the video, please drop a purple heart for Tay, because we got something to talk about today. You knew your girl Latte was coming. Let's get into this content.
Triangle. There were close to 700 pieces of evidence in this case.
Bust Brenay out. So Brenay and Tim then went to the Dr. Phil show, and you know, Brenay was saying this whole time that Akira gave her permission to be with Tim, that she encouraged it, said that I feel like you and Tim would be the perfect match. I trust you around my kids. Well, she showed these messages to Dr. Phil, who couldn't show it online because of the ongoing case. However, Dr. Phil said he did not get that from those messages. He did not get that Akira was giving Brenay her permission. The messages says that they failed a test. Y'all, we said that from the jump, that she was testing them to see what they would do, and they did that shit. Y'all, this is so crazy. Then on top of that, he turned around and asked them, was losing this $1.75 million lawsuit they wedding gift, because it was right around the same time they got married. He asked Brenay, does she regret representing herself during this trial? And Brenay was like, no, because she learned a lot. He said, this was a pretty hefty price to pay to teach yourself a lesson. Y'all, so much happened. I'm going to probably have to make a part 2. But then Brenay got on here and started talking about her and Tim dated when they were younger, and he asked her to be his girlfriend on her actual birthday, and that, you know, they've always been really close, and that when Tim and Akira would have problems, she would be the one that kind of get in the middle and intervene for their problems. Girl, that makes you look worse, because you knew what they were going through, which means you knew that they had a serious relationship, and you still helped tear that apart. Brenay then says this is definitely about money for embarrassed Brenay, because they had had multiple conversations before the lawsuit. So when the lawsuit happened, she was really shocked. She says that Tim had cheated on Akira in the past, but Akira was not trying to sue anybody else. But when it came to her and Tim being together, after Akira gave her permission, then it was an issue, and Akira knew that Brenay had this huge following and was bringing in money. So how everybody knew you was making money, but you didn't tell Devin that? And of course, she said it's not over, and she said that a lot of the narrative people are running with are fake. It's not true. People are not really seeing her for who she is. They're just believing stuff, and that God has forgiven her and given her grace. She talked about the bullying. Y'all know I don't stand for the bullying, all the hate mail and stuff that she received. Y'all, it was just a mess. But we're going to get to what Tim said because
So it was a marriage of convenience, is what you're saying?
100%.
That's a bad decision, but I can understand what you're saying. But then why would you have children with somebody if it was just a marriage of convenience? This is just a...
Ooh, $2 Tim is so embarrassing. You gonna say that you was in a relationship with somebody for free rent? What type of loser shit? That's just why I call you $2 Tim.
Rent thing.
Yeah.
It's a terrible reason to get married.
Absolutely.
But then you had 2 children with her?
Yeah.
Somebody that's just a roommate
So
to get free rent?
So the first.
Exactly, Dr. Phil. Say what now?
So the first child, and I'm not going to go into too much detail about that, but her and I were intimate, and I exited the room, came back in, and she was sitting upside down. Said that up to that point she didn't get pregnant, so she wanted to see if she would get pregnant that way.
So you didn't mean to get pregnant?
No. And
You know how this works, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You know, like...
Did Tim just say that with a straight face? Did $2 Tim just say that shit with a straight face? Yeah, we can't make this up.
She was like backside against the headboard, sitting upside down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Making sure it stuck.
I guess so. Yes, sir.
Okay. So you didn't expect that?
No, I was like, what the freak are you doing?
Okay. That's one.
Yeah. The second was a complete surprise. Like, she fell at some place, had to go to the doctor. They were going to do x-ray. They were like, man, you're pregnant. At this time, I was living on campus.
So she fell down and got pregnant. I hate it when that happens.
No.
I hate it when that happens. So that she fell down and got pregnant.
No.
Did she fall down in a sperm bank or what?
No.
Where did she fall?
I mean, at the time, I was living on campus. I was in college, Barton College. I was.
Yeah.
And I was going back and forth every weekend. So I can't tell you, whatever, but that's how we found out that she was pregnant.
Okay. Now, according to Tim's ex-wife's complaint, she says the marriage was loving and that she was a devoted spouse. Now, nobody has a good day every day, but she says that this was a loving relationship. So I'm going to let Tim, and he says he has a witness to the contrary, explain that. She's not here to give her side of it, but I just did, so we'll let them respond to her version that she gave in court. Is suddenly front page news, and Brenay's case puts it to the test. Is she the villain in a broken marriage, or the poster child for an old-fashioned law colliding with a modern online love story? I'm guessing you think it's the latter. You think that this is just a modern online love story.
Absolutely.
You don't think you're a homewrecker.
No, I know I'm not.
How do you know that?
Because one, I know that the marriage was already done. This is not the first rodeo, as I stated in court. This is the second time their marriage did not work. Well, this is the second and last time. So I know for sure that I'm not the reason that their marriage could not recover again. So
let's get the facts.
Okay.
And then you can, because here's what I want to do. I'm 100%, I want you to have an opportunity to tell your story. Mm-hmm. Okay? 100%. This is not an ambush, anything of the sort, but let's get the facts.
Yes.
When this relationship started, the one that's being contested in court, mm-hmm. Were you married?
Yes.
Okay.
Separated, yeah.
But you were married?
Yes.
Legally married?
Legally married.
Okay. Was he married?
Legally married, yes.
In the eyes of the state, you were married mm-hmm. to somebody not Tim.
Yes.
And Tim was married to somebody not you.
Correct.
So the two of you were in legal marriages to somebody not each other.
Correct.
And you got into a relationship with each other.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's an affair.
After separation.
Okay, well, we'll get to that in a minute. Mm-hmm. But you got into a relationship with each other, which is an extramarital affair in the eyes of the law.
in the eyes of the law after separation.
We'll get to that in a minute.
Okay.
And really, I'm going to let you get to that in full context. But you were both married.
Yes.
And you started seeing each other.
Mm-hmm.
And having
started seeing each other months later, not immediately.
Okay, but you were still married.
Yes.
Both of you were separated, but still married.
Correct.
So he wasn't staying at home.
No, he was not.
Okay, but don't you have videos in his marital home?
Yes, I do. Inappropriate videos.
About to lie. She was about to lie.
To be separated.
So that is okay. So can I now explain it? How?
But we don't have the facts yet.
Right.
We'll get to the explanation. I'm just trying to get the facts.
No, yes. There were 2 inappropriate videos created. I was under the influence of alcohol.
Okay.
As I stated in court.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it was in his marital
Correct.
home. She's supposedly separated, but he was in his marital home.
No, that was before separation.
Okay. So you did have an affair with him before he was separated.
The context of the videos, no.
So you weren't having an affair then?
No.
Okay. You were just over there being inappropriate.
I was over there, I can say yes, over there being inappropriate. There was 2 videos that were shared in court that were inappropriate. I can say yes.
I haven't seen them, so tell me what they were.
Well, one of the videos that was recorded, I went over there initially because I was going through my own issues in my marriage. Okay.
And you thought you'd take it up with somebody else's husband?
So, no.
She knew that her marriage was over and they were done. The divorce was happening. And she said, I trust you, Brenay, and I want you to be with Tim because I know that my children will be safe with you because I trust you with my children. I trust that you will take care of Tim because I could not take care of him. His heart, his spiritually, emotionally, physically, all of these things we've had.
Girl, Brenay, all you do is lie. What a person look like telling you some shit like that about their husband? Oh, I think you should be with him. You look like a woman that would make him more happy. Say what now? And at this point, my detector is my sidekick until they send the super over to change it. I'm sorry.
Conversations about that.
Wow, that's very magnanimous.
Yeah.
Dr. Phil's producers go through current events and things of that nature to find people that are dealing with mental health issues. Remember who Dr. Phil is and what he does, right? Isn't he like a psychologist, psychiatrist? He pulls people in on his show so that he can dissect and expose their mental health issues. And his show is on his own network. It's not on a national network. It's on his own network. He created a space where he can speak what he wants to speak. He created his own network. And where I'm located, I can't get it. So that lets you know the reach that he has currently with his network, which is also an indicator that it's not such a come up. He brought y'all there to expose the mental issues that you both are suffering with. But in your sense of self and your thought processes, you think that this is an opportunity for you to tell your side of the story. He brought you there to expose your deficits. That's what he does. But because of you said deficits, you didn't get it. Oh my God. I can't.
Yeah.
Well, and how do you respond to that internally? How does that affect you?
I can honestly say most times it hurts. Yeah, it hurts.
What do you say to yourself when you read that sort of thing?
I don't agree with it. I just wish that people gave me enough grace that they give the victims in stories, especially without knowing me, because a lot of this stuff is still lies and fabricated.
Yeah.
So yeah.
My belief is, I don't care whether somebody agrees with what you've done or not done. There's no place for that kind of thing. There is no place for that kind of hate and vitriol from people that don't know you and
Absolutely.
and all. And I hope you turn a deaf ear to that kind of thing. And those are just keyboard bullies and
Absolutely.
people that are out there
Are miserable with their own life.
But when you see those hateful comments about her and telling her to go kill herself, get hit by a bus, go die, do you feel guilty?
In a sense, not in a way of, well, let me not say that. Yes, at times, yes.
Are you online?
Yes.
Do you get blasted?
Absolutely.
What do they say to you?
It's not as bad as her.
Why do you think that is?
I mean, because she's made out to be the villain in the story.
Why do you think that is?
Bitterness. It's easy.
Did this man say bitterness? He said bitterness? He said bitterness.
To make someone a villain when, you want to hide from taking accountability. And even to this day, it's a lot of things that happens.
Akira didn't have to make Brenay a villain. Brenay made herself a villain by humping on her best friend's husband. Say what now? Which was her husband's cousin. Oh no.
Behind the scenes in our personal lives when it comes to, when it still comes to Akira and the children. I can't say much and I won't say much, but it's still a lot of things that goes on with that.
Shouldn't even be saying Akira name. It would be a lot going on with that still. I wouldn't trust neither one of you ninjas. It's just sad that there's kids in between. So there has to be some type of visitation. But what type of mental does that put into the children when your wife is trying to get them to call her mommy, friend? Yeah, I bet you it is some unsettling things going on behind the scenes.
And I mean, honestly, I feel like there's no reason for it.
Why do you think the guy gets a pass?
Because it's typical guy behavior.
Yeah.
To just cheat and do all that stuff. So
you guys just get an easier pass?
I don't agree with it, but yes.
No. Typical guy behavior and immaturity is two different things. You showed signs of immaturity, not being a typical guy. No, we're not gonna put that all on all men. We're not gonna put Tim on all men. No, $2 Tim is $2 Tim. Yes, there is more of $2 Tims out there, unfortunately, friend, but we not gonna put him for the category of all men. Definitely immaturity.
Fortunately, in society, that's how it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it doesn't seem right, does it?
No, it doesn't. Yeah. It's crazy.
Well, you've mentioned children in this, and we're going to talk about that because I think they're the ones that can pick up the tab here for all of this.
Yeah.
And I think we need to turn. There are children involved in this love triangle.
Yeah.
There were close to 700 pieces of evidence in this case that were in trial. Some of it I've seen, and I'm really curious if y'all are having a relationship.
Sorry about some of the skipping in this video, but we had to get this tea by all means necessary. Let's continue with this content.
And both of you are legally married, even if separated, and you've made the point that we were both separated. But you're still legally married, and there are children involved. Why would you go so public on social media with posts about the relationship?
See, that's one thing. Since me being an influencer, as you said, I do post my life for the most part. That's one thing that I do regret. I regret posting so soon. Like I'm looking at it as me hanging out with him, his sister, and me and my family, and we're just all
sing it with me, y'all. Lies. Can't believe a word you say, Brenay.
Hanging out even with the other parties, and it's innocent. Most of my videos are innocent, but they turned the innocent videos into something and made it as if we were dealing with each other during those times and those courses. But again, I do regret. That's one of the only things I do regret is posting a lot of videos so soon, just to think that the internet was going to accept it, and it turned and backfired.
And did you post his children online?
Being that she beating around the bush, Dr. Phil, I tell you, yes, she did. Yes, she did post Akira kids on social media. She sure did post them kids. So I don't know why she trying to beat around the bush with it. Say what now? You know that's Tay saying. Say what now? She lying. She posted them kids, Dr. Phil. I'm snitching. Dr. Phil, she posted the kids.
I had a couple videos. Yes, I had a couple videos with everyone. Me, Tim, his ex, Mike. We were all involved, even with the children. But outside of like him and I being together, I didn't post the children at all.
Did you post videos of the two children without permission?
I always get permission from her or from him, from Tim. I would never do anything that spiteful to post the children and they're innocent in this.
I'm sorry, y'all. It's Latte again. Did she say she would never do nothing spiteful? Did she say she would never do nothing that's spiteful? I'm sorry, y'all, but I had to interrupt because I know I'm not tripping. This whole situation been out of spite. Am I right?
I'm not saying you did it spitefully.
Yeah, I know.
You just put them up when y'all were out doing something.
Yeah, so no, I didn't. I always will have permission to post. Yeah.
You're representing yourself now?
Yes, I was representing myself in a case. Yeah.
In the underlying case, have you ever had a lawyer in any of this?
No. Well, yes, I did, but not anymore. When it came down for trial, I did not have an attorney. No.
So you were pro se in this. You represented yourself the whole time.
Yes.
Do you regret that?
She should regret it because she was out there looking like a straight damn fool. Pro se.
Honestly, no. It was an experience, and it was a wild one. I learned a lot during this trial. I learned a lot.
Well, that's a pretty expensive lesson.
Yeah.
You've been to court once, represented yourself, and you didn't do very well.
No. She didn't do very well at all, Dr. Phil. 1.7 mil is really real. So, no, that's not good.
Well, I feel like I did very well. In my opinion, I did. I feel like I did very well. Even though the outcome is what it is as of right now, I still take pride in me representing myself. Because a lot of people probably wouldn't be able to do it. They would have gave up or backed out a long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
It also wasn't by choice, though.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't by choice. I didn't have the money for an attorney.
Okay. We reached out to Akira's attorney, Robinetta Jones, and here's what she had to say. The central focus of this case was not monetary recovery. It was centered on the acknowledgement of wrongful conduct. It was about confronting betrayal. It was about restoring dignity and ensuring that actions result in appropriate consequences. Our client elected to pursue this legal avenue to bring the truth to light, to address the injuries sustained, and to ensure that such destructive conduct was not dismissed as inconsequential. To her statement, she said it wasn't about money.
This was fully about money. Again, as I stated before, if it wasn't about money, they both knew I was an influencer. So they had some idea, like she has the publicity. Her client and the whole team, as I stated on the news at WREL, her consent was given. 1, 2, I never embarrassed her client whatsoever. 3, this was solely about money. This was solely about publicity. This was solely just...
By a show of hands in the comments, have we not witnessed Akira's embarrassment for the last 3 years? I would think so. Yeah, she's been pretty embarrassed. You say you didn't embarrass her, then what you did, girl? What you did? Explain it. Is it a new definition for it?
About trying to embarrass me as who I am. I have my own platform. I built my own platform. You know, so this was fully about that. It's not about her being humiliated. No one knew about her. 1, 2, also, they know that him and I didn't start a romantic relationship until after the date of separation, which is legally in North Carolina. North Carolina rule states you can legally be with anyone you want to be with, even if it's right or wrong. You can be with anyone you want to be with after the date of separation. We started romantic relationship after the date of separation. Yes, I know that there were inappropriate videos made in which I came to her client about, and her client also came to me about and apologized. As I stated also in court, we've had a conversation amongst those inappropriate videos, and I was under the impression everything was okay. But then when the lawsuit came, I was completely shocked because we've had a conversation.
You've provided some text that we can't show because I don't want to mess up the appeal or the court proceedings or anything at all, that you represented as proof of her giving permission.
Yes.
And I didn't read those as permission at all. It was just acknowledgement that it was going on, but not permission to proceed.
In the text message that I provided was her talking about the consent that she gave. In the end of the message, she said, it was a test and y'all failed miserably. That's what she's referring to. There was a conversation had between her and I, and also Tim. We all had a conversation about what's our next moves. She informed me, she told me that she wanted me to be with Tim because she knew that her marriage was over and they were done. The divorce was happening. And she said, I trust you, Brenay. And I want you to be with Tim because I know that my children will be safe with you because I trust you with my children. I trust that you will take care of Tim because I could not take care of him. His heart, his spiritually, emotionally, physically, all of these things. We've had conversations about that.
Wow.
Yeah, Brenay, this is some bull-ish and you never should have did it. Point blank, period. At the end of the day, no ma'am, no ham, no damn turkey. Okay, I'm gonna need y'all to do the famous 4 for your girl Latte. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, baby. Drop them purple hearts in the comments for me. At the end of the day, Brenay, you played yourself, baby. And the world got to see just the type of person you choose to be. Let's get back into this content. At the end of the day, your girl Tay is out, baby.
Well, that's very magnanimous.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, and how do you respond to that internally? How does that affect you?
I can honestly say most times it hurts.
Some of the same stuff that Akira has, and I know so many other women have. Her story is so inspirational.
What do you think about that?
Key word that she said in her video is she went through something as similar as Akira.
Brenay, so have you, because as much as you love to steal Akira's life, one thing you and her have in common is the fact that the both of y'all been cheated on by Tim. She's been cheated on Tim by you and other broads. You've been cheated on Tim by your identical twin sister. You forget that this is the same man that y'all was fighting over in 2014, and the fact that he has thousands of messages with your twin sister while he had thousands of messages with you at the same time. So don't say that I'm sitting here projecting because I've been cheated on. I'm speaking straight facts, and these facts come from the court case that you love to say that you weren't able to speak your truth at, when that was the only place where it really mattered for you to speak your truth at, not on live like how you did for years terrorizing Akira.
So it's easy for her to make that video and point fingers at me without actually knowing the facts.
Without knowing the facts, you sitting here acting like people wasn't reporting on your case every single day, love. Sitting in the courtroom, writing down verbatim what you're saying before we even had the transcripts. And this is why I say this girl wants to lie so bad, and she wants people to believe her lie, and she's getting mad at the fact that no one believes her lie because she's lying. And there's thousands of pieces of evidence proving so. A jury of your peers thought you was lying too, boo.
Just because someone files something doesn't mean it's always factual.
It was factual to the point where you now owe Akira millions of dollars, and now you want Dr. Phil trying to make you a sob story that's not working, and that's why Dr. Phil chewed you up at the end of the episode.
And she doesn't know you.
No, she does not.
Doesn't know the facts.
No.
Well, I know you just like how millions of other people know you as the person that cheated on your husband, who was first cousins with the man that you cheated on him with, who was also your best friend's husband. That's how people know you now.
She just knows what she's seen and heard on
from
the internet. We all know the internet's true.
I guess at this point.
You're saying trolls like as if you haven't been a troll yourself by having several fake pages to stalk Akira, the same person that has a restraining order against you. The fact that you're even doing this interview and name dropping her is crazy. Y'all acting like y'all don't got court coming up for that cyber stalking charge. I guess you forgot about that. You thought you ate by saying that I feel this way because I said I've been through something similar like Akira, when you should have never even said Akira's name. Why are you saying this girl's name when she got a restraining order on you? Like, we got to think harder, not smarter, Brenay.
Of all the videos, why would Tim pick this one for Brenay's birthday post?
Robinetta, the images of the minor children without our client's consent and publicly display her affair with a married individual. And that completes the statement from the law offices of Robinetta B. Jones, who represented Akira in these proceedings.
Appropriate videos. And I was under the impression everything was okay. But then when the lawsuit came out, I was completely shocked because we've had a conversation.
You've provided some text that we can't show because I don't want to mess up the appeal or the court proceedings or anything at all, that you represented as proof of her giving permission.
Yes.
And I didn't read those as permission at all. It was just acknowledgement that it was going on, but not permission to proceed.
In the text message that I provided was her talking about the consent that she gave. In the end of the message, she said, it was a test and y'all failed miserably. That is what she referring to. There was a conversation had between her and I, and also Tim. We all had a conversation about what's our next move. It's a type of person.
And you do acknowledge the problem was you loved him while he was still somebody else's husband.
Well, not necessarily.
Hey, hold up. If you rock with the truth, say her name. Hold up. If you rock with the truth, say her name. When she step in the spot, everybody say. When she step in the spot, everybody say. Latte, what? Latte, what? Latte, what? Hands up if you ready for the real. Latte, what? Latte, hands up if you ready for the real.
She pop out clean, yeah, the vibe go up. Big energy. energy, walk, don't gotta do much. Truth in her voice, she say what it be. No sugarcoat talk, just honesty. Color in her style, confidence loud. Unicorn vibes, but she stand out proud. She don't chase rumors, she clear that fog. If it ain't the truth, she won't co-sign y'all.
Latte. If you rock with the truth, say her name. Latte. Truth telling energy on display. Latte. If you rock with the truth, say her name. Latte. Welcome to the world where the facts stay. Latte.
Hold up,
Yeah.
hold up.
Truth teller.
Hold up.
Unicorn energy. Hey. That's latte. Welcome to latte world.
I definitely thank y'all for the support. Neil Fall, y'all got latte hard.